Kash Patel, former Chief of Staff to the Acting Secretary of Defense and a key player in national security matters during the Trump administration, has sent shockwaves through Washington with his latest revelations. In a no-holds-barred interview, Patel dropped bombshell information about First Lady Jill Biden that has left the political world reeling. With Congress now buzzing and the media in overdrive, questions are being raised not just about her actions, but about the deeper implications for the Biden administration. The mood in D.C. has shifted from skepticism to stunned disbelief as Patel's claims circulate rapidly. Even lawmakers across the aisle are reportedly demanding answers, leading to heightened tensions on Capitol Hill. According to Patel, Jill Biden has allegedly been involved in behind-the-scenes decision-making at the White House that goes far beyond the traditional role of a First Lady. He suggests she has exerted undue influence on major policy decisions and, in some cases, even overstepped President Biden himself. This isn't just about overreach. Patel hints at a deeper, more unsettling pattern of manipulation and concealment. He claims that key staffers have been sidelined or ignored, while Jill Biden operates in the shadows, making choices that impact the direction of the country. The notion that the First Lady might be the true power behind the throne has triggered outrage from both sides. But it's not just her alleged overreach that Patel brought to light. It's the secret he claims she's been hiding that has people in Congress furious. In a carefully worded statement, Patel hinted that Jill Biden has been covering up serious health concerns, not only about herself, but also about President Biden. According to Patel, this concealment may have contributed to critical lapses in leadership and judgment. He insists there is a deliberate attempt to shield the public from the truth, and he's demanding a congressional inquiry into the matter. These allegations, if true, could shake the very foundation of trust the American people place in their leaders. The response on Capitol Hill has been nothing short of explosive. Lawmakers erupted into shouting matches during a closed-door session, with several reportedly walking out in protest. Some Democrats have dismissed Patel's claims as partisan smear tactics, but others are privately acknowledging that the allegations warrant investigation. Republicans, meanwhile, are doubling down, calling for subpoenas and full disclosure from the White House medical staff and communications teams. With political lines hardening and public interest growing, this story is quickly spiraling into one of the most volatile political crises in recent memory. Media outlets are scrambling to verify Patel's claims, but many are already finding pieces of corroborating evidence. Reports are surfacing of Jill Biden attending high-level meetings without staff clearance, and of internal memos raising concerns about unauthorized input from non-official personnel. These documents, while not naming Jill directly, add weight to Patel's narrative. Former insiders are beginning to speak anonymously, suggesting there's a pattern of control and manipulation behind closed doors that has long been whispered about, but never confirmed. Now, the whispers are turning into roars, and the pressure on Congress to act is mounting by the hour. Patel, for his part, says he is not motivated by politics, but by a deep concern for national security and transparency. In his words, the American people deserve to know who's really making the decisions. He has promised to testify under oath if called before Congress, and has offered to provide documentation to support his claims. His legal team is reportedly preparing a detailed dossier, which could include emails, meeting logs, and testimonies from current and former government officials. Patel's resolve is only adding fuel to an already raging fire, and Washington is bracing for what comes next. This unfolding drama also raises serious constitutional questions. If a non-elected figure like Jill Biden has been exerting executive authority, even informally, it could represent a breach of democratic norms. Constitutional scholars are already weighing in, suggesting that such behavior, if verified, could set a dangerous precedent. The role of the First Lady has always been unofficial and symbolic, not operational. Any deviation from this could have serious ramifications for future administrations. Patel's accusations are not just about one person. They challenge the very structure of executive accountability in the United States. Meanwhile, the American public is watching closely. Social media is ablaze with debate, and opinion polls show a sharp drop in trust toward the White House in the wake of Patel's disclosures. Town halls are becoming battlegrounds, with constituents demanding answers from their representatives. Protests are being planned in several major cities, and advocacy groups are preparing legal action to force transparency. The sense of betrayal among some voters is palpable, particularly those who feel misled about the mental and physical state of the president, as well as who is really wielding power behind the scenes. As Congress prepares for what could be a historic investigation, the stakes couldn't be higher. Patel's revelations have turned what many saw as political noise into a serious matter of national integrity. If his claims are substantiated, they could lead to formal inquiries, resignations, and even constitutional reforms. Political analysts are calling this a tipping point, a moment that could redefine public expectations of presidential leadership and spousal influence. The coming weeks will determine whether this moment is remembered as a scandal or a wake-up call that changed Washington forever. In conclusion, Kash Patel's bold move to expose what he describes as a sick secret has ignited one of the most intense political firestorms in recent memory. While some dismiss his claims as a partisan ploy, the seriousness of the allegations and the initial evidence have made it impossible to ignore. Congress is now on edge, the media is in a frenzy, and the American people are demanding clarity. Whether this leads to justice, reform, or deeper division remains to be seen. One thing is clear: Washington will never be the same after this bombshell.